today because we know everyone's still bouncing from Zoom call to Zoom call. So we're going to get things started here in just a minute or two, but to kick things off a little bit. So let me call up at least a slide or two. So you see what we're doing today. We are incredibly thankful to have the team from Hearst Newspapers here today to talk about their video strategy, as well as the team from Video Bolt is going to talk a little bit. But Penny, I'm going to toss it to you because Penny has put together a fun poll for us as we wait for people to join the call. So we're going to do a little bit of polling this morning.
Yeah, so we've got so many great folks on the call, and we thought this would be just a good way to get a sense of where everyone's pain points, challenges, wins, successes are with video. So we're going to do a couple of polls about video. I'm going to launch this one right on your screen right now, clicking launch. Okay, so you should see this about video products. So wanted to ask the group, are you using video as part of your sales packaging now? So maybe that answer is not really, maybe hoping to, occasionally. Yes, we are regularly selling it. I'll give folks a chance to vote. And for folks coming in, we'd love to have you weigh in on this. And then you can also get a sense of where everyone in the room is, where your colleagues are.
Full transparency, we're doing market research at the same time. So we're seeing where everyone is and where we can best help. So we appreciate you all filling out the poll, and it is fun to see where everybody is. So it's good to see that everyone is at least on the trying it or hoping to try it. So it's good.
Yeah, I'll share the results. So it looks like everyone voted. So you all can see the results here. Yep. So as Julia said, kind of a mix in the middle, hoping to occasionally, which if you are in those categories, you are not alone.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. Well, thanks for the feedback all. And we're hoping to, if you aren't ready using it already, or if you're just thinking about growing, or if you're already an expert but want to add to your strategy. So we're here with a bunch of folks today. Liz, I'll pass it to you to start doing some of the intros.
Okay, thank you so much, Julia. Good afternoon or late morning, everyone. I'm very eager to introduce today's guest for the Big Branded Call. We are welcoming Chloe Adelson, Advertising Product Manager for Hearst Newspapers, and Brandon Mercer, Senior Director of Ad Product for Video Content and Programming, also from Hearst Newspapers. Brandon and Chloe have a great presentation today. They're going to be discussing turnkey video, how they have trained their markets to sell video, the options that they provide for clients and what's working, and I believe a sales call role play, which we absolutely love here at the Branded Content Project. So thank you for joining us. And we'll start with saying hello to Brandon and Chloe, who can take it away.
Awesome. Yeah, it's wonderful to see everyone. Of course, my computer is doing the thing where it doesn't want to share its screen, but let's see if that works.
By the way, I just want to say that I'm really honored because every time I hear you talk about this call, I always hear it as the Big Brandon Call. And I think that's awesome. I mean,
okay, funny story, Brandon. When I was first writing a blog post, I put your name as Branded Mercer. So maybe we'll call you.
Yeah, I mean, now that I'm working in branded content, it actually gets rather confusing. But cool, yeah, we got a lot of great stuff to share. Chloe's going to share the deck. I'm going to turn my camera off because I have low vision and I can't see a darn thing if I don't put my head right into this camera right here. So I'm just going to lean forward and look at my screen and turn that camera off.
Awesome.
You can see my smiling, happy Hearst Tower picture instead.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Yeah, mandatory, corner of 57. And Chloe, are you able to get the, there we go.
Yeah, I was going to say Liz is going to go ahead and share. My Zoom is for some reason not letting me share my screen.
Brilliant.
Totally understand.
Classic.
It looks good.
Cool. I'll let you go over this, Chloe, and I'll jump in on my slides.
Yeah, awesome. So, hey, everyone, we're going to break down a few different components of our video, our offering, the overview, and really kind of get into one, why create and sell turnkey video, two, the actual products that we offer and roll out to our various markets. For those of you who are familiar with Hearst Newspapers, we have papers in pretty much all stretches of America and across the country. So we work with a variety of different teams to roll out a standard set of products. And then Brandon and I are going to do a mock call where we show basically a sample client interaction how these calls typically go, the approach, and how we can kind of say, all right, this is the kind of video we're going to offer. And then we will walk you through some client-facing video sheets and information that we typically like to obtain from clients on calls. And at the end, there'll be a Q&A.
Yeah, so we're really looking forward to the next 3 hours working with you all. And, we'll go fast. We put a few slides here that we share. This is one of our decks we use, and all the data is public. We just thought it'd be fun to share this. Video, we think, is very valuable because it's versatile, it's affordable now. It's affordable. It didn't used to be, but it is now. That's very appealing. Consumers like it. Wisel and Brightcove have phenomenal studies and data if you want to pull some to explain to clients, maybe recalcitrant clients who aren't sure, show them the value. But look at the bottom bubbles. These four little circles are so great. 1,200% more engagement on social media. That's a stat that Facebook has been training people on for a long time. And it's true. They know the stats because they make the algorithm, right? 66% more qualified leads is from an Oberlo study of those who are using video compared to those not using video. The increase in web traffic is solid and the revenue growth. So it's just an obvious thing. We just think this is a great slide, and all those links are in there. Go to the next one. So this is also, I think, pretty interesting that consumers want video. I was trying to make the push for video a while ago at Hearst, and I don't think that Hearst is necessarily where we need to be with video yet. But from the sales side of things, which is where I work now, I can push this. So we're talking to people about how 90% of YouTubers are watching videos to discover new products, and people were convinced to invest in a product. That's the Wisel study, same Wisel study. 54% want to see more video content from brands. Like, they want more video content from you. I mean, if you just tell a client that their consumers want to see video content as opposed to other forms, it's pretty much a no-brainer. And then, of course, the 10x engagement on Twitter and 3x engagement on Instagram is worth noting too. And then you probably have all seen this slide, video ad spending, the eMarketer report, how it's growing. If you haven't looked at that, it's a good thing to look at. We use this kind of slide to look at Hearst and say, hey, we should be doing a lot more of our digital advertising as video advertising. How do we get there? So to get there, we said, let's make video production turnkey so that it was easy, so that people could say, hey, I need to make a video. And we say, great, we're going to go make that video for you. I can't remember what the next slide was, Chloe. There we go. Go right into the product. Perfect.
Yeah, so we're going to break down the actual packages that we offer. We're calling them tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. So Liz, you can go ahead and pull up this overview. What I'm calling tier 1 is the essentials package. It's a very basic montage, very drag and drop formulated, probably best for a very small mom and pop kind of shop who really don't have a lot to work with, but want some kind of video. Pro, which is our tier 2, we'll get into that in a second in a little bit more detail. That is through the help of our wonderful friends Lori and Brian over at Video Bolt, and that is scripted with B-roll. It's about a 7-day turnaround. And then we have our Pro Plus, which is tier 3, and that is actual on-site location half-day shoots. And I'll break all of this down in the next slide.
A quick thing before you move to the next slide, though, Liz. Well, first of all, there's a few Zoom artifacts on the slide, just so you know that there's like some boxes from the video thumbnails at the top, but I think it's okay. I think you can still see the slide. Oh, thank you. The idea here was, and we didn't want to put the price points on here because that's a little bit proprietary. I mean, we're going to, give you a lot of our secrets, but not all our secrets. The essentials, I'll give you the price for essentials. You can do the essentials for anywhere from $100 to $300, depending on how you want to set it up. We've been trying a few different methods to do the essentials package. Essentially what it is video that is technically video. So it's nothing special. It's like, yeah, it is a video. Great, now you can run that in OTT or on your website. The Pro is the really, really cool stuff. And we usually have a little sticker on this slide that says best value. I will let Lori and Brian talk about why they're the best value. But we tell all of our clients at Hearst, hundreds of AEs we've trained, that the Pro, which is fulfilled by Lori and Brian's company, is the absolute best value for all the things you get there. And I'll let them go into that more. The point here is that you've got a price for every budget. And the essentials, we use a few different things. We've been trying Canva for essentials. Brian and Lori have a product that would work for the lower end tier. There's a lot of other services out there you can use for it, but it's essentially putting a video together with text and photos and maybe some stock footage. It can be done very inexpensively. And then Pro is the scripted normal one, and then Pro Plus is the on location shoot. I think I've probably covered that slide to death. I'll let you keep going, Chloe.
Yeah, well, Brandon, like you said, Essentials is really interesting. It's very drag and drop based. We have found a lot of success through platforms like Canva, but this is something that I think most teams can fulfill in one way or the other. Essentially, we're offering client montage, graphics, text, and templates. We're giving clients about 4 templates to choose from, some upbeat, some a little bit more serious, maybe one that's fun and energetic. And it's all entirely form-based. So basically, you hand the client your form, you say, this is the call to action, these are the main words we want to get across, this is the kind of music we want, and generate it again in a system or platform of your choice. The beautiful thing about this is you are offering clients video at maybe a level that they can't get anywhere else, or clients who don't have the budget to necessarily go big. So you can see a lot more detail on this slide about revisions, turnaround. It's a very quick and fast-paced process. And we've actually included a sample video that we created through Canva for a client called Blue Pavilion.
Yeah, that looks like it got stripped from the deck. Oh, there it is. Good. See if we can play that.
For some reason, it doesn't want to play. Oh, it said
You might need access.
need
Yeah.
access.
Okay.
But we can pull it up after. How about I can play around with it and see
Yeah.
if I
Yeah, let's go to that. We'll show
Okay.
some examples. And,
Okay.
and I would say we don't know that Canva is the perfect way to do the low end tier. It's a little bit more work, but we're testing some workflows to make it drag and drop. There's a few other ways to do it. This one is the Pro is the Lori and Brian Video Bolt tier that we offer.
Yeah, so Lauren and Brian will probably go into more detail on their capabilities after Brandon and I wrap up, but essentially it's the best bang for your buck. We really offer clients the ability to work with us like a consultative video service, and then we take all of these notes on details, whether it's what kind of tone they want, what talking points they'd like included in a script, if they would like talent available on screen, whether that be a male or a female, or whether they'd like them to just be a voiceover artist in the background. What's awesome about this is if clients have existing assets, they're more than welcome to use them for this tier. We've had a bus tour company in Albany, New York, take their own B-roll and footage and then submit everything to us and then onto Video Bolt, where we've created a video in that sense. So they're actually getting their own footage of their company. But at the same time, there's also an abundance of stock footage and B-roll to choose through Video Bolt's end as well. And again, the beautiful thing about this is you get a gorgeous either 30, 45 second, 60 second, you name it, length video. And it really has that look and feel of something so incredibly professional, but it's quick. We typically get the client a script for review in 2 days. We typically get the first draft around in 5 days. And then if they have any edits, we include 1 round of edits within the package.
And if we can play this video later, I'll talk through how we coach the client on this. Actually, does it play?
No.
Oh, because it's all stored in the
Okay.
Google Drive because it's a
Okay.
Google document.
Yeah, I think if either Chloe can give either Liz or I access, we should be able to play it, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll
Or
try.
if she can share her screen, she can play it off her
I
computer.
can share it. I can share it through my email.
Perfect.
Okay.
Awesome. Well, while we do that, tier 3, so what we're calling this is the Pro Plus package, and this is the full-on, in-depth, on-site half-day shoot. This is with a videographer who goes out and gathers 1 B-roll, but 2 organic interviews. Typically, the videos that we're doing aren't exactly scripted, but the beauty of working with these clients on site is you get so much organic sound, and it really makes these videos come out so beautifully and so naturally. They're shot on 1 location. We can also extend the package pricing and offer additional locations, but this also comes with editing services. The client gets 2 videos, and because there's a lot more footage to sort through. It's a little bit of a longer delivery process, but again, you're getting that custom look and feel. You can act as your own cinematographer, director, producer, and have us come out on site with the team and really shoot something that can be used in so many different ways.
Yeah, and a quick thing about how to do the on-location shoots. There are plenty of vendors that do a great job on this. Some of them have been on some of these calls. You also can tap into someone locally. And I'll tell you, we in San Francisco, I've got a huge network because I used to work in local television in San Francisco. So I use freelancers that I know and love, and they're phenomenal. And it's a great way to do that. So if you can develop a network of your own videographers that you trust, and you can do the oversight of them and the guidance of them, which it's a little bit more hands-on, so you have to really understand video. You can do that and save some costs, or you can get a different tier of video. For example, we're looking at doing an in-between pricing tier. They'll be a little bit less expensive, but still offer some on-location shoots with videographers that we work with directly. So different ways to do this, but great to have a vendor that can take care of all of this, and that's one of the ways we do it. Light Switch is really good for that, by the way, one of the vendors.
Sorry about that, Liz.
And this is the one thing that I wanted to add. Can you go back to that last slide? Besides the video, we're really selling 3 products. I think this is the most important thing for all of us. You sell the campaign, obviously, the whole point of doing video, so you can run in a campaign, maybe it's O&O. The second thing is the video itself, but the third thing might be the most important product you're selling, and that's the chance to be a director and tell their own story. Now, this is what Chloe and I are going to kind of talk about in a second, but we find that all these clients are just desperate to tell people about their product. They have a great story to tell. This is their life. They're usually entrepreneurs that got into this for a reason, and they're excited and passionate. So being able to tell their own story is such a selling point. And if you can emphasize that third one, you'll upsell everything you do, and you get them to do more videos, and they'll run a bigger campaign because they feel like they own it. It's not you made a video for them, it's they made a video with you. And that's a key distinction, I think.
Awesome. So I think, Brandon, before you and I get too far into the production discovery call, we're going to just show you a few of the quick, oh, Liz, were you able to pull up those videos?
Sorry, I'm muted. I was just going to see, did you give me access maybe behind the, you can.
Yes, I did. Behind
Oh,
the
you
scenes.
did.
I did.
Okay, well, let's see.
To that one, no, I didn't get a request.
Oh, not.
To the,
Okay. How do I play this? Oops. Oh God, I'm moving everything around.
and no worries. If not, we can send these out after the
Let's see
call.
if this works.
I bet you had to present it. Yeah.
There we go.
Woohoo!
Okay, so this is done through VideoBolt. This is our Pro/Tier 2 package. And as Brandon said, this is a really great example of we had a client who wanted to kind of shoot their own B-roll, but didn't have the budget to have a full team come out on location and do a half-day shoot. And this was the final product.
Wade Tours is not some boring desk job staring at a computer. Imagine making your own schedule, choosing where you want to go. Get out on the open road, meeting amazing people, maybe even get invited to see a show, go to a casino, watch a ball game, or even enjoy a delicious meal. Wade Tours is now hiring drivers. Our clients pay to go on tours. You get paid to take them there, plus tips. Email or call today to get started having fun and earning a living doing it.
Yeah, we told the client here, we're like, look, you've got an iPhone that shoots 4K. Just hold it down, lock it down for 10 seconds. Hold it for 10 seconds as something happens, and then move the camera and hold it down for another 10 seconds. And his video is phenomenal. He set the video on a staircase. He set the video on the asphalt. He set the video, just held it steady as someone walked past. And the key was holding the camera steady as the action moved around. And it turned out really good, I thought. This next video, if we can play this, these were 2 clients in Houston. Molson Coors was doing a campaign about Black-owned businesses and supporting the community. So they wanted to tell their story. And we did this all with just their sound bites, no voiceover.
At Miko's, it's all about the spice and the fun.
Here at the Breakfast Club, we're building community one grit at a time.
I appreciate and respect Coors Light for highlighting local Black-owned businesses to show that no matter who you are or where you're from or your status in life, you can change not only your own life, but other lives as well.
Years of oppression and discriminatory practices has led to deprivation for African Americans in business. Ford recognized that and decided to get in the game and do something about it. And for that, we're grateful.
There you go.
So yes, we're very proud of these two videos. Of course, they don't just come out of thin air. We have to do a lot of work beforehand, and it all starts with what we call production discovery calls. So Brandon, should we dive into the questions we ask first, or should we do
let's walk through the bullet points, and then we'll do what a call looks like, and that should be probably enough time.
Fabulous. So tier 2 calls, this is typically, again, B-roll, either client provided or through the Video Bolt team. And essentially, we want to know, what's your message? That's always what we start off with. I think this really allows clients to open up and tell us their story. You know, maybe it's as simple as why they're looking to do video production or what they're looking to create, what their goals are here. And you can see a breakdown on the top left side of the screen here. Some sample questions. Tell us what you're thinking about. What are some selling points of your business? And that really kind of opens the floor up to them. The rest is easy. Once they've opened up and spilled all of this wonderful information, we honestly get more into the details of the video. You know, what kind of length, why, what kind of aspect ratio, perhaps, where is this being used? Is it going on social media? Is it going to be streamed on OTT? We always like to know the type of video, if the goal is brand awareness, if it's a commercial video, if it's going to be going on social strictly, and so forth. Talking about the mood, the look, the feel, you know, we obviously want to get an idea of the tone that helps play into what kind of music choices we're going with, what the actual pace of the video is going to look and feel like. And then in terms of talking points, when we start putting together ideas for what the script is going to look like, we want to make sure we're capturing all of the specific information that the client really has and wants to be certain to include in the video. And then finally, the call to action is ultimately what we ask: what would you like viewers to do once they've seen your video? Is it check out our website? Is it make a reservation, book an appointment? Is there an on-screen number that you would like them to call? And it sounds pretty self-explanatory, but again, just making sure we're hitting all of these points to make sure we're getting all of these details from our clients. And then when we move into the tier 3 calls, when we incorporate shooting on site in this half-day shoot, yes, we start off in the beginning about why video, again, opening up about what their message is. But because we capture a lot of the sounds organically, there's no need to actually have a script drafted up for this form of video. So we like to prep the client or whoever is going to be shown on scene with a series of interview questions. These are all just sample questions to get them talking. We do kind of cater and tailor the questions to meet each client or business's needs. But as you can see, a lot of great points stem from, you know, how long have you been in the business? What do customers say about you? Do you have any fun stories to tell? What makes you special? What makes you proud? And really using those as kind of starting points to get the client talking is such a beautiful place to begin. Oftentimes the most amazing sound bites and clips kind of stem from these roots.
Yeah, you know, this style of production is actually what we used to. A quick background on me: I used to run television newsrooms. I was a news director in Sacramento, for example. And one of the kind of pieces we really thought was valuable was a piece that didn't have any reporter getting in the way of the story. We just let the people tell their own story. And I can tell you, we won so many Emmy Awards and so many Murrow Awards for these type of pieces where the people doing the thing tell their story. And this is the style of advertising we use, like for that Miko's Chicken and Breakfast Club video, where the people who know the story best tell the story. We don't get in the way of that with any, you know, golden throated pitchman kind of voice. We just let them tell their story, and we've had good success with this.
Amazing. And yeah, I think everything else is pretty similar to the tier 2 pro package, except for the fact that we also want to make sure we're understanding what actualities or shots they want to capture. A lot of the time clients will come in and say, can you all handle this for us? We don't really know what we want. Or sometimes they'll say, no, we really pride ourselves on our handshakes and our smiles. Can you make sure that you're getting a lot of that on the day that you come out and shoot? But other than that, most of the other details are quite similar. And then we kind of go from there. So Brandon, unless you have anything else to add in, I think we can do a sample call.
Yeah, so what we're going to do here is we're going to do a sample. We call it a production discovery call. I am the Italian restaurant owner in Albany, New York. It's called Lago, by the way, Chloe. And Chloe is going to do the production discovery and kind of get into it. And in the course of 5 minutes, she's going to get into what we need and actually start to kind of figure out how to create a great video that's going to drive our business and make me a repeat customer. So I am now the Italian restaurant owner.
Okay, so yeah, we won't make this too long, but I will go ahead and kick it off. Brandon, it is lovely to meet you.
Yeah, great to talk to you too. We're excited to get something going to show off our new menu.
Awesome. Well, before I dive, too deep into things, I would love to just hear a little bit from you about, why video? You can do so much in the product space. Why is it that you're looking to do video?
Yeah, well, I understand video is a really powerful advertising medium. You showed me some good statistics about that. We know people are using social media a lot to decide where to go. We know on Yelp, you can put a video on Yelp. So it just makes sense, I think, to do a video and get people excited, maybe even create kind of an emotional connection to going out to dinner. And we try to create a great experience for people when they come to Lago.
Awesome. Well, that's great to hear about Lago, and I think you're definitely doing the right thing. Now, as you may know, we offer two forms of video. We offer something that we call the Pro package, which can be a combination of either your existing assets, B-roll, imagery, videos, and all of that, or we can go ahead with that package and offer you the ability to pick through our stock footage, our imagery, our video, and from a huge, huge database where we'll essentially compile all of that data for you. That does come at a lower price and is typically what we say is your best bang for your buck. But we also do offer the ability at a much higher price to have teams come out, shoot on site. You get a half-day shoot. We'll capture a ton of organic interviews and B-roll and really, give you access to footage that you'll be able to keep, reuse, and repurpose. Again, of course, with the higher level tier comes a bit more of a cost. But before I dive into the two, I wanted to find out from you, do you have any existing assets on hand at the moment?
Yeah, we have a new menu we did. So we've got photos of every single dish we make for the menu. And sometimes we even shoot a little bit of video for that for Instagram.
Okay, so absolutely. If you have existing content, if you have images, if you have videos, and even if you don't have that right now, I would definitely suggest the Pro package, because what you can do is send us all of those files. If you want to capture even some more video out in the restaurant, whether it's tonight or tomorrow, we say go ahead, shoot in 4K, use an iPhone and keep your hands still, and basically just send us all of that B-roll. And what we'll do is then take that over to our video team and have them compile it into something that kind of fits the tone and messaging that you're looking for.
Yeah, I like that because I'd love to do an in-person shoot, but right now I only have between $500 and $1,000 to spend. So it sounds like the second tier is the right one for us.
Amazing. And there's a lot that we can do with this. So I think what's crucial for me to know at this point are, what are your talking points? What makes you perhaps different from other Italian restaurants in New York? And what do you really want your audience to know when watching this video?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm really glad you asked that, because so many Italian restaurants are this like really typical cliche Italian where it's like red sauce and mozzarella, and we don't do that. We don't take ourselves too seriously, but we are fine dining. We're higher end, and it's not the cliche Italian. It's more like really gourmet stuff. We've got some rolled pork with New York organic apples in there. We've got a beautiful arugula salad. We use cranberries, which is not really Italian, but it works for where we are in Albany. So yeah, it's like not your mom's Italian restaurant. Can we even do something maybe kind of funny and kind of make fun of the typical Italian restaurant?
Oh, absolutely. I think that's a great idea. I'm going to make a talking point to incorporate with our team who creates the script, that you want this to be different, and maybe it isn't your typical mom's Italian restaurant. I also really liked what you said about sourcing things locally, talking about those green apples and cranberries. And I think finding ways to incorporate that into a script will be super beneficial to your readers. I'm sorry, not your readers, your viewers, in understanding what distinguishes Lago from other Italian restaurants.
Yeah, I like what you said. I'm wondering, like, maybe we start with this idea of it's not your grandma's Italian restaurant, and we have like this picture of meatballs and mozzarella and like this cheesy Italian music. Do you have cheesy Italian music available?
Oh, absolutely. We have a library of music. We can absolutely make a note to find something that
Yeah, the first half is that, and it's like record scratch, and it's like, no, Lago is like modern gourmet Italian, like not cliche, but gourmet, something like that.
Amazing. So Brandon, as I'm going through all of these points, I think something else that we want to really establish is this something that you want to have somebody act as a voiceover artist for and do the speaking, whether that be a male or a female, or is there somebody that you would actually like to have on screen? Because we can offer talent on camera as well to have as a spokesperson representing Lago.
Yeah, I think voiceover is the way to go, because unless you all want to like put on my chef's hat, and yeah, I don't think it'd feel right to have somebody else on camera. I think voiceover's right.
Okay, amazing. And Brandon, just a few more points to hit here. One, in terms of a call to action, what would you like viewers to ultimately do once they've watched the video? Is it make a reservation? Is it give us a call, stop on by?
Yeah, I think make a reservation or just stop on by.
Fabulous. And just to make sure we're being consistent with any branding that you have, are there any colors that you want us to use? Any kind of guidelines, hexadecimals, perhaps, that we need to follow with the video?
Yeah, well, I sure don't know what hexadecimal means, but you gave me a Dropbox link, and I can probably have my kid upload our logo to your Dropbox link and just use the colors in that.
Awesome. Well, Brandon, speaking of the Dropbox link, I think just to give you a little overview of what next steps look like here for that Tier 2 Pro video, once we hop off this call, I will send you a recap of all of these notes, including a Dropbox link where you can upload your logo, any other existing assets that you have, whether that be images, video, the B-roll you go out and gather. Our team will start working behind the scenes and get going with that script, which should be ready within about 2 business days. Once you have signed off and approved that, we will go ahead and get this into production, and you can expect your first draft within 5 business days of that approval.
Awesome. Can't wait to see it.
Great.
And scene.
Nice work.
And by the way, all of the calls go that smoothly.
That's right. They just up the budget every time.
Awesome.
That was awesome. All right, I saw a couple questions already coming in. One, I don't know, again, we need to be cautious about pricing. But I think if you could just give maybe some thoughts on how you have something that's low and something that can be very high end. So any thoughts or anything you can say about how this is priced?
Yeah, on the low end, as I was giving you ranges, when Brian and Lori talk about their pricing, you can figure out what margins you want to do and how to price the second tier video. For the essentials video, where it's just music and no script, it's just photos and some bullet points, depending on what margin you want to do, you can get those done pretty easily. We can do Canva videos in about half an hour to an hour, depending on what they are. So think about what you're going to pay somebody for an hour of time working on a Canva account. Canva is dirt cheap. Brian and Lori have some tools like this you can use as well. They probably will give you some of their pricing on that. And then there's also some other video tools where you just drag and drop photos and it makes an automatic video. So you got to find what's right for you. I have played with maybe 6 different services that make those low cost videos, and they're all pretty decent. The technology is just amazingly good now. So you can price that pretty low based on, call it an hour of work and then the time to coordinate with the client to decide how you want to price that.
That's awesome. All right, other questions? This was amazing. I love the examples. I love the Coors example. That was, we're all big fans around here, finding somebody to almost underwrite featuring small businesses.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun to work on that. We're proud of that. Yeah, and those guys, I'll just give you some of the costs on that. When you're going to have a videographer come out, if you're going to coordinate the videographer yourself, arrange his or her time and do it all yourself, you can get someone to come out for, maybe $800. If you go through a company that will coordinate it all for you and has the video experience, you're going to pay probably more like $1,200, and then you want to mark that up. But the costs for in-person are very, very high, and I am a huge fan of Video Bolt and what Brian and Lori can do without going on location.
Well, that seems like a lovely segue to bring in Brian and Lori. Let's do that. And Ed, I see your question there. While we're switching hands, I know Penny's even got another poll that we're going to toss out there too, but I'd love to pass it over to Brian and Lori to get started. But yeah, I think, these are great examples. Let's talk about how we get it done now.
I think that's my cue. There's Brian opening up. We're going to go a little fast. I hope everybody bears with us, but I see we have some time limitations. And if we go over, bear with us. But I'm sensitive to that. Brian is signing into our very new product, which is launching today with the help, development, and kindness of Julia and Liz at Branded Content Project. This product was designed specifically to suit your needs, and it does a lot of exciting things. But first, before we get into that, what we're going to do is show you the spokesperson product that primarily Chloe and Brandon have been discussing, because I want to show you a little bit about what that interface looks like and how they're able to have success with us and we're able to have success with them. We're continuing to improve the product. We've been doing it for about 14 years, but we're continuing to improve the product and add features specifically because amazing people like Chloe and Brandon request them and we work out a solution together. So with that, I'm going to hand it over to my trusty colleague, Mr. Brian Albert, to do a little bit of demoing.
So what you're seeing on the screen right now, as Lori mentioned, this is our new publishers toolkit that we're launching today in conjunction with the Meta Branded Content Project. And what we're doing is we're taking technology that we've been building and providing for 14 years, technology that's specific to media companies, newspapers and other media companies, and putting it all within one simple dashboard so that you can access the different tools that can help you better monetize video with your advertisers. So I think there was a question in the chat about, is this exclusive to Hearst? The answer is no. We're now making this available to any publisher, any media company. And the videos you saw that Chloe and Brandon were referring to as their pro videos, where you can have the on-camera spokesperson or the voiceover, those are those mid-range videos. That's powered by this platform that, again, has been. Some of you may have seen our other version, which is this, and what we've done is we've simplified it. It's a very robust back-end technology that automates most, but not all, of the video creation process. And what that allows us to do is provide videos to companies like Hearst at a very affordable wholesale price point with a quick turnaround time and consistent quality so that you know exactly what you're getting. So we've taken that and put that into this new dashboard. So when you go into the dashboard, and at the end of this call, we're going to share a link so that any of you can request access to this. But when you go in and you choose the product section, it shows you the products. We have 2 more that we're going to be launching shortly. And when I say launching, these are established products that we offer outside of this publisher's toolkit that we're bringing into this. But one of them is the spokesperson video product. That's what Brandon and Chloe are referring to. And to really simplify this, what we've done is we've created a very simple workflow for you. So if you want to create a script, so you take that information that Chloe just got from her call with Brandon at the Italian restaurant, you take that information, you take those talking points, and you put them in here. Now, just to simplify it, I'm just going to grab the little description of our business, of our product here, and you put it in there, and then you click next. So what it's going to do is you don't need a script. You don't need a complete script. You can put some raw content you can put anything in there. You could put raw talking points, bullet points, anything. And when you click next, it's going to then generate a script for a video. Now you can use the script as is, or you can go and edit it. So if I want to edit it, just very simply, I'm just changing the first sentence, and then I hit next. And then here, what I'm going to do is put in some basic information about the business. What's this business about? New product, company, newsstation.com, location, West Palm Beach, Florida, website, newsstation.com. I don't even remember a phone number. And then you can choose your color. You can put a code in or just choose from the color picker, and then you put next. On this page, you'll upload, Chloe and Brandon were mentioning, if you have assets, you can upload them. If you don't, what we do is we take the content from the script, we use all of the available stock sources, and we provide that. There's no additional charge. And I'm just going to click next instead of uploading. And then here's some basic information about the videos. So we loaded some of the Hearst properties in here just as an example. So you would choose which newspaper placed the order. So Houston Chronicle, who's submitting it, what's the target air date, how long is the video, 15, 30, 45, 60, or no specific length. So this will be a 60. Aspect ratio, you can get either the standard horizontal, the vertical, or the square. So we'll go with the horizontal. What graphics package, and there will be a link that shows examples of all of these, but we'll choose one, and then you hit next. And then here's the information to review. Then you press submit. And what happens from there is you get a video within 3 to 5 business days. It's that simple. You can choose, actually, there's one step that we left out. I didn't see it. We were just porting this information over from a prior iteration of this platform, and I didn't see that you get to choose male or female if you're choosing the on-camera talent. So a couple different wardrobe options if you want them to wear different, formal, business wear, casual, branded apparel. So you're making all the selections here. Now, it's important to note that this isn't just a simple form-based system. There's a lot of tools out there where you can fill out a form, send it just to someone, and they're going to use that to produce a video. This is actually capturing the data, sending it to a full proprietary back-end production platform. And that's what allows us to build the video quickly and affordably. So in terms of the wholesale cost, we charge publishers a wholesale rate of $300 per video. So in just about every market in America with almost any kind of business, you can do these videos with significant margin and still be the low-cost provider and provide significant value to your customers. There's not a small business in America that is in the market for a video like this that won't be able to afford those videos, even with meaningful margin built into it. So that's how simple it is. And then when the video is done, you receive the video, the closed captioning file for the ADA compliance, all in a very simple process. So that's the spokesperson video product that, again, powers what Chloe and Brandon were showing you with the pro product that Hearst offers. And this is open to all publishers now. So you can request your login at the end, sign in, and submit video requests right through here. Could not be more simple. So we'll share the link at the end so that you can come in here and do this. And we've done now about 500,000 of these videos over the last 14 years. So this is a tried and true process that works and is scalable and can really solve a lot of your challenges. It doesn't do everything. One thing that I love that Hearst has done is Hearst recognizes where we fit into their lane. It doesn't do, if you need that basic, quick Canva video. There's better, cheaper solutions for that. It doesn't do the on-site. That's not what we do. Although, like with that Wade Tours video, that was a really good use case by Hearst to have the customer shoot some stable video and provide that to us. So it's their actual buses instead of just stock video of buses. Probably took them a few minutes and it really made the video. So that's the spokesperson video product. Now we're going to go into collections. And this is something that, again, I think, Julia, we've been working on this with you for a couple of years. It got paused a little during COVID.
Yeah.
But this is really a video product that mirrors what the branded content has been doing for a number of years with text-based content. So Laura, if you want to give the introduction, and then I'll do the how-to and show everyone how easy it is to get these branded content series.
So yes, this is primarily while we're here today, launch this product. One of the things that Julia and Liz and everybody who's part of this cohort has been trying to solve is how do we generate branded video content at scale, at an affordable price that's fast enough for all of you publishers to not just fast enough to sell, but to create, and it's in an affordable turnaround that can be used for many people at many different times. And what we've come up with is the Branded Content Project. And what we're going to show you is a series of videos that one gets published every single week. So 52 weeks per subject matter are available here. And it's a very simple drag and drop interface, just like the spokesperson video. And it brands the video, not just for your newspaper, but for the sponsors. And it's so easy, drag and drop with a logo and a name to drag and drop, that you can sell this project and these topics to many, many different vendors in your arsenal and decide, what works for them based on what their monthly calendar is. So first we're going to look at, Brian, healthy habits. Should we take a look?
We'll go into healthy habits. And again, if you fill out the form at the end and express interest in this, and we provide you with the login, you'll be able to go in and see samples for all of these different collections, the samples for all 6 collections. I'll go into healthy habits. And what you'll see here is, let me maximize my screen. Do you see the full screen now?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to play down this video. It's a 30-second video. And what you're going to see, this is the base template video. So for each of these series, we produce 1 video a week for the entire year, 4 videos a month. We're wholesaling that for $300. So that's $300 for 4 videos a month. And what you get is you're going to see now the base template video. This has no local branding. You're going to hear silence where the local voiceover goes. We're going to show you this, and then we're going to show you an actual rendered out version with the local branding and the local sponsorship. So let me go ahead and play this.
Coming up, the benefits of a balanced diet. A balanced diet can provide our bodies with the essential nutrients we need to stay healthy and fight disease. This means eating a variety of foods from all of the major groups, eating regular meals with the right combination of carbs, proteins, and healthy fats. Doing so is beneficial to our mental and physical health, reduces stress, and helps us sleep.
So that's a 30-second video. They're all exactly 30. So there's other use cases that lends itself to. You'll see under each of them, there's a sample of the first one, and then the 52-week content schedule for each of these. Now, say, for example, you have an advertiser who wants to buy a sponsorship, quarterly, annual, whatever, for the Healthy Habits series that you're going to run on your newspaper website. What you'll do is simply go in here and add the sponsor. So I have a few sample sponsors in here. You just add the sponsor, you type their name, their website, upload their logo. That is it. It's all you need to do. We already have some properties loaded, preloaded, some Hearst examples in here. So if you wanted to, you sold a subscription to Healthy Habits, all you need to do is click subscribe. You would choose Healthy Habits. You would choose what property. Say it's the San Francisco Chronicle. You choose the sponsor. So let's go with Cleveland Clinic. And I hit subscribe. So now what it's done is it's added the subscription. In the background now, it's auto-generating the opening and closing voiceovers that say things like, this is Healthy Habits on the San Francisco Chronicle, or this Healthy Habits was brought to you by the Cleveland Clinic. It's generating the voiceovers right now. It takes about a minute to do that. Then what happens is every single week when we add the Healthy Habits video, it's taking that base template that you just saw that had no branding, and it's going to add the local property, the local sponsor. So let's go ahead and see a completed video. This is one I had already done ahead of time for the San Francisco Chronicle and the Cleveland Clinic. And I'm going to maximize my screen, and you'll see fully branded, fully localized, and this is all automated. So every week you'll just receive an email. It's available on the dashboard as well, but you receive an email that says this week's Healthy Habits video is now available. Either click to download or go into your dashboard to access it, and then you get something like this.
Coming up, the benefits of a balanced diet.
This is Healthy Habits from the San Francisco Chronicle.
A balanced diet can provide our bodies with the essential nutrients we need to stay healthy and fight disease. This means eating a variety of foods from all of the major groups, eating regular meals with the right combination of carbs, proteins, and healthy fats. Doing so is beneficial to our mental and physical health, reduces stress, and helps us sleep.
This video is brought to you by Cleveland Clinic.
So it's that simple. That's all you need to do. And then every single week you get a new video. So these come out to $75 per video with the $300 a month fee for 4. Our goal was to price these at a price point that is lower than it would cost you even to write the content. And you're getting a video that is fully branded with the local sponsorship built in. Now, from there, the biggest question I always get is, well, what do we charge for this? Because for the spokesperson videos we showed you, while we don't suggest a retail rate, most resellers are selling it for under $1,000, and that makes sense. But there's no specific rate. For this, it's really dependent on what you do with it. It's dependent on what kind of play are you giving this on your website. If you bury it on your website and no one sees it, the amount you charge isn't going to be substantial. But think of this as an asset that you can now use. It's a weekly asset that you can use to help get further exposure for that sponsor, just like you're doing with the text-based content from the Branded Content Project. Same approach, just with a video asset now. These are the first 6 that we worked with, the first 6 collections that we worked with Julia and Liz to launch. There will be more forthcoming. And we also get the question very often, what if I have a different content series? What if there's a sponsor who wants to do something that's not here? Can you do that? The answer is yes. We'd love to talk with you. So with that, Lori, did you have anything just to wrap this all up?
Well, I see we're getting some questions in the sidebar that I want to address. Dawn at the St. Louis American's given us a great idea, one of which I think Liz and Julia and Brian and I have all been talking about as we develop the meat of this product. We definitely want to do videos geared toward Black audiences, videos geared towards your individual audiences over time. It takes us about 5, I think we figured out 5 subscriptions, 5 papers or so to get on board. So I think as we grow and continue to work this cohort, we can all come up with great ideas that will benefit you. Again, these were sort of 6 basic topics that DML and a lot of you have had success with. Branding otherwise, so we're picking up on that train, things like the listing and tech time. I know some of you already have some sponsors in your head because some of you have been given sneak preview into what this product is, and now you can actually get out there and sell it. But it's always a conversation. We're growing this, and everything you come back to us really helps us. Ed, I don't know about the full text at the bottom on this particular series because these are the technologies built, but we can certainly do those kinds of things in our spokesperson videos, and we'll get to know you and learn more about your actual questions and your needs. I think what you'll find in this dashboard is a solution to your challenges. And that's what Brian's mission has been for 14 years, solve challenges with video. And I want to thank sort of Brandon and Chloe for letting us know that we met one of those missions by calling us the best value, because that is one of our 3 goals for all of us. And let people really feel like they are getting value. It's much easier to present this to your advertisers when you truly feel that you have a product that they will invest in and will invest back in their businesses. Does anybody have any questions that are not in the sidebar?
Yes, can you share this on social media? So is it just on the website? It should be embedded.
There's no restrictions on how or where or when use the video. You can use it. I use the example of the newspaper website, but certainly social media. It could be a social only campaign. It could be social and the newspaper. It could be whatever you want it to be. We just provide you with the asset. And then from there, it's yours to run with.
Brandon, we use these. Thank you, Brandon. We use these on OTT, broadcast, and social. Yes, see, he's the man with the answers. It's happy to see that they've been getting great exposure.
I want to double down on that for a second too, on the fact that these are 30-second hard time spots. So these could be used as pre-roll inventory. They could be dropped into CTV inventory. So folks on the call that may be working in those spaces, this could be a very interesting value to bring to someone to be able just to drop it into open inventory that you have in streaming channels, or if you're able to sell into that inventory. So 30-second spot is really interesting. Ed's got a question. Go ahead, Ed.
Hey, can you show an example of this particular product being used?
We're just launching it today.
Oh, okay.
It's brand new just for you, Ed.
Brand new just for you.
Brand new just for you. But we'll send you, we'll probably send you the examples that Chloe and Brandon have too, and that'll give you at least some ideas. And Liz has got a bunch of ideas that we've been tossing around too on how to use these for highlighting high school athlete of the week or highlighting local businesses. Sunny, I see your hand up. Go ahead.
Yeah, are you all gonna go through some how to put the packages together or the ideas on selling? I know that's usually the next step. How soon is that gonna happen? This is exciting.
I know, right? We're so excited about it. And so thankful for all the special guest stars today to be able to talk through it. I know we're getting close on time. Sunny, I'll work with you on packages. So we did talk about that with Brian and Lori about having some set sales packages. So you guys have templates to jump off with. And keep in mind, these are natural complements to the series we've already been doing. And this brings in some new categories that we haven't been able to touch yet. So this is exciting. So I'm glad you're excited, because I'm excited too.
Yeah,
and we're always here to help you. You're all bringing up some great ideas, some great additions, some things that we can do. And our entire existence is about helping and supporting you. So not just from the sales packaging, but from phone calls, training, anything you need. We really want to open the community up to talk to us and let us help further your mission.
Yeah, and I just want to mention, if you haven't seen it already in the chat, I think Julia or Liz put the link to the form. So right now, where there's not a self sign up option to access this, there's a simple form. You fill out the form, basic information, name, company, email, and then what we'll do is we'll get you set up an account, and we will offer, if you'd like to provide a one-on-one session so that you can really understand this more in depth, and so we can learn more about your company, so that if there's a specific need that we can fulfill with this for you, we can help point you in the right direction.
And we're also, Brandon's talking about some other things that we've done with him, and we're constantly talking back and forth about how we can better provide product. We have some other things that'll be launching in the next few weeks into this product, like data-driven videos and some creative video from a blog. So it's much faster, and you could maybe sell to an attorney, which is, a video blog a week. There's a lot of opportunity here, and we'd like to really invest our expertise that we've been doing for 14 years on providing small business videos to help you have real success.
All right, I know we're way over, and this was amazing, and we're excited to be able to present these options to you. But mostly we're thankful for Chloe and Brandon to be able to come and share how this is actually working in real life. And of course, Lori and Brian being able to show how this is going to work for everyone moving forward. And this is a perfect complement to some of the custom things that we're talking about in an upcoming boot camp. Liz, we got 30 seconds. Do you want to tell them about the boot camp? We've got Caitlin and Jarrett and Peter coming up too. Because all these things are going to tie together in that boot camp.
Okay, I'm going to put the link to the boot camp sign up here. So our boot camp starts on Thursday, March 30th, 1 hour long. It starts at 12 Eastern. It's free. We're going to be focusing a bit more on custom content options, in addition to all of these amazing sales products that we have available and all of our typical training. We'll be bringing in experts and all of that good stuff. So sign up. We would love to see you starting March 30th.
We'll absolutely be tying all these things together and talking about how you can bring something custom, and then let's bring it to video. Let's do it all together. thank you so much to Brandon, to Chloe, to Brian, to Lori for being our very special guest stars today. You all are amazing, incredible work you're all doing, and thankful for all of the notes you're shared and the products you're bringing to market. And thank you for everybody on this call too, and hanging with us till the top of the hour. We appreciate you. You are the best, and we definitely love these big branded calls. So big Brandon calls as well as the big branded calls. All right. Well, thanks all. We're going to share all this information with you. We'll get you boot camp signups. We'll get you the Airtable sign up. We'll get you examples. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate you.
Thanks,
Thank
everybody.
you. Good stuff.
Bye all.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.